Former Giants center Shaun OHara says the New York Football Giants should trade for Stefon Diggs. We're going to break that down in today's video. He said on NFL Network that he would love to see it happen. We'll break that down. But first, we're going to continue the competition week here and month now at Chat Sports. Tom Downey was salty we picked up more subs than he did last week. And now Chase Sr. of the host of Eagles Now thinks they can mess with the tank of Giants Now. And that's not going to happen. So we're going to do a little bit of a race here. Subscribers added until the NFL draft. It's about 3 weeks away. And I want to beat the Cowboys and I want to beat the Eagles. If you love the Giants, hate the Cowboys and Eagles, hit that sub button. Videos every day on the Big Blue. This is what Shaun OHara had to say about Stefon Diggs trade rumors. He was asked, he was on Good Morning Football like he always is on NFL Network, and was asked, should the Giants trade for Stefon Diggs? And he said, I am in. New York Giants, give me Stefon Diggs. The Giants right now, if they got Stefon Diggs, I think that completely changes the narrative. Now, I don't know what you're proposing to give up Diggs, but as a number one option for Daniel Jones, I am in on that. I want to see what the value is, but that would be exciting. And Shaun OHara is absolutely right. Diggs solves all of the needs and wants for the Giants at the number one wide receiver spot. The dude is electric, and in my opinion, he's a top 7 wide receiver in the National Football League, and he's been as such since the past 4 seasons once he got to the Buffalo Bills, or past 3 seasons. Really is what he's done in the last 4 seasons has been electric. 4 straight seasons of over 1,100 yards, 4 straight seasons of over 6+ touchdowns, and 3 straight seasons of over 103 catches. In 2019, he didn't have 100 catches, but he caught balls for 17.9 yards per pop. 63 catches for 1,100 yards is ridiculous. This dude is a beast as a wide receiver. He's a matchup nightmare, and he's someone that wins in one-on-one situations, and he would bring some unmatched talent to this wide receiver depth chart. As much as I like Hodgins, Shepard, Robinson, Slayton, Campbell, Colin Johnson, Jamison Crowder, they're not the wide receiver that Stefon Diggs is. There's not many people walking this earth that are as good as Stefon Diggs. The thing is, are the Buffalo Bills actually going to trade Stefon Diggs? We'll talk about that coming up in a second. But I want to ask you guys this question. Should the Giants trade for Stefon Diggs? Shaun OHara, he says yes. He won a Super Bowl for the New York Football Giants. And as I would say, he's a New York Giant legend because once a Giant, always a Giant. Should they trade for him? Type T for trade, type P for pass. We'll talk more about Diggs, and maybe you don't know where all these rumors came from, so we'll break it down in a second. But first, I got to tell you guys about our awesome sponsor, Fume. Are you tired of struggling with bad habits? Cold turkey might be great for sandwiches, but there's a better way to break free from those pesky bad habits, and it doesn't involve weird mind voodoo or other bizarre tactics. Introducing our sponsor, Fume, an innovative award-nominated device that helps you kick bad habits to the curb by focusing on the good parts. Fume is all about embracing the natural. It's non-electronic, and instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Best of all, it's free of harmful chemicals and packed with delicious all-natural flavors. The adjustable airflow dial and movable parts and magnets make it perfect for fidgeting, which can help alleviate stress and anxiety while you break your habit. I wasn't sure what to expect at first, but I was pleasantly surprised by the taste, feel, and look of Fume. Breaking a habit can be tough, but with Fume, it's easy, enjoyable, and even fun. With over 100,000 customers and countless success stories, there's no reason you can't be next. Start your journey towards a healthier lifestyle with the Journey Pack from Fume. Visit tryfume.com/chatsports and use code chatsports for 10% off when you purchase the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com/chatsports. And remember, use code chatsports for 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. Journey Pack, crisp mint, maple pepper, white cranberry. That link is clickable in the comments and description of today's show. As good as Stefon Diggs is, who's really an all-pro level wide receiver, as great as he is, I got to be honest, the immaturity is a concern for me. It's just, why does he do the things that he does? Go back to them losing early in the AFC playoffs. He storms out of the locker room before McDermott comes into the locker room and speaks to the team. He's gone. He got in the face of Josh Allen in the playoff game and yelled at him, and he cried, and pretty much didn't want to be a part of the loss, saying, if you guys don't want to win, I don't want to be here. It's always something with Stefon Diggs, it seems like. And it's the immaturity. Like when he went on to Twitter, and yes, I know it was on April 1st, but I don't think that matters. He tweeted out and said, "Come and rescue me. I have now learned that it is a lyric to a Drake song, but why are you tweeting lyrics that don't apply to you? That's why you resonate with music, because it hits home with you. If you think he's just tweeting it out because he loves the way Drake sounds on the hook, you're capping. Clearly, he thought this applied to his lifestyle." But it wasn't just on April 1st. On April 2nd at 2 p.m., Trevon Diggs, his brother who plays for the Dallas Cowboys, tweeted out, "We could play each other twice a year." And Stefon Diggs responded with this gif and pretty much was like, maybe. And then I'm like, no way, that can't be the end of it. And then Trevon Diggs went on to Twitter and liked somebody's tweet that said, "Stefon Diggs to the Giants, ? And Trevon Diggs of the Cowboys liked it. So where there's smoke, there is fire. Then you go to Stefon Diggs' Instagram, and he has scrubbed the Buffalo Bills from all of that. The Bills aren't in his bio anymore. He doesn't have any pictures wearing Buffalo Bills gear anymore on his Instagram. It's immature is what it is. This team has been a Super Bowl contender the past 3 years since you've got there. Why are you doing all this clownish stuff on Twitter? Does he actually want to trade? I don't know. How likely is it? We'll talk about that. It's going to come down to the price. What are the Giants going to be willing to pay if they are even interested, which they could be, right? I mean, Brian Dable was Stefon Diggs' offensive coordinator for 2 years. Joe Shaun was a part of the staff that traded for Stefon Diggs. He was a part of the staff that was pretty much going to give him that $100 million extension before he signed with the New York Giants as their general managers. They know Diggs inside and out. They know how he rocks out in the locker room and is a part of a team and stuff like that. Comes down to the price, but to be completely honest with you guys, a Diggs trade is unlikely. I think it is, and there's financial reasons behind that. The Buffalo Bills, if they were to trade Stefon Diggs, they would have a very large dead cap hit on their roster, and for that reason, they would need to be blown away by a trade offer. It's my job to talk about the news and rumors surrounding the New York Giants. If a Giants legend says the Giants should trade for Stefon Diggs, we're going to talk about it, and that's what we're doing on today's show. People said when I first did this video about Diggs 2 days ago, "Marshall, you made all this stuff up." Well, now they're talking about it on NFL Network, so hold D's, son. Let's go back to look at some of the trades that have gone down in recent memory for wide receivers. That gives us a better outlook on what it might cost to get Stefon Diggs. Crazy enough, when you go back to what he was traded for in 2020, it was Justin Jefferson, but at the time, it was a number 22 overall pick. So he went for a first 3 seasons ago. And then you saw last year the Philadelphia Eagles, they made a blockbuster trade that helped them ascend to be a Super Bowl contender. They got A.J. Brown from the Tennessee Titans. They gave up pick number 19 in the 2022 draft as well as a third-round pick. Then you look at what the Raiders gave up for another guy like Stefon Diggs. I think Adams was 30 at the time. Diggs is 29 at the time. They gave up a first-round pick and a second-round pick. I don't think Diggs is going to cost that much, and he's not going to cost as much as what the Miami Dolphins, shout out to Will Scott, gave up for the Kansas City Chiefs. Look, the Chiefs got a first, a second, a fourth, and a sixth. It ain't going to cost you that much either. I think it will look something like this. I think the Giants, if they wanted to, if the Bills even decided they wanted to trade Stefon Diggs, I think it would have to involve the Giants' first-round pick number 25 in the 2023 NFL Draft. So I want to ask this question once again, because when we did this video a couple of days ago, I'm sure a lot of people were like, yeah, we want Stefon Diggs. Now maybe you've gone out and you've done some research, and maybe the emotions have subsided a little bit. Maybe you're thinking a little bit more level-headed right now. Would you do the deal? A for accept, D for decline. Would you trade pick number 25 for wide receiver Stefon Diggs? Appreciate everybody for tuning in to today's show. Hope you guys are having a good day. Always love chopping it up with you guys about the New York Football Giants. We could do that some more over on Twitter. Give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_.